Let's get right into today's explainer. We're looking at a truly premium approach to B2B revenue. It's called the Full Lead Qualification System by Stardigital Solutions. Look, this is a high-end, elite, outbound sales automation product, typically running between $15,000 and $24,000. And it's built specifically for businesses that are dead serious about scaling up, not just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. And that brings us to a pretty provocative question. Are you waiting for leads, or are you actually going out to get them? Because if you're relying entirely on inbound leads, well, you're putting your business at the complete mercy of unpredictable ad budgets, totally erratic algorithms, and frankly, just crossing your fingers that the timing happens to be right. It's a really vulnerable place to be. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our agenda for today. First, we'll look at the reactive revenue problem, then introduce the full lead qualification system, break down the 6 components of outbound, see the unified pipeline effect, review outcomes and system comparisons, and finally, tell you how to claim your strategy call. Let's get moving. Section 1. The reactive revenue problem. Now, don't get me wrong. Inbound lead generation is great, but by nature, it is reactive. You're waiting. The proactive approach? That's hunting. With the right system, you pinpoint your exact ideal customer, qualify them, and book them directly. But trying to do all of that manually at scale, it's just exhausting. It takes massive sales teams and totally flawless discipline. Section 2. The Full Lead Qualification System. This is where we see a massive paradigm shift. The source material outlines this as a complete end-to-end outbound pipeline. And here's the absolutely crucial part. This is not just some new software tool you have to figure out and manage yourself. No way. It is a completely done-for-you machine that handles top-of-funnel work with basically zero manual effort from your team, and it runs continuously 24 hours a day. Section 3. 6 components of outbound. Component 1 is AI-powered prospect research. Look, for outbound to actually work, you need a hyper-specific ideal customer profile. Here, the AI steps in to source, clean, and enrich verified data before a single message is even drafted. It guarantees you're targeting exactly the right people. Component 2 is email outreach. Cold email is an absolute powerhouse when it's done right. This system starts with 2 to 4 weeks of strict domain warming, so your emails actually hit the inbox, not the spam folder. Then, prospects get a highly personalized 3-touch sequence. First, you have the hook, which is under 100 words hitting a specific pain point. A few days later, the value add, offering pure insight without a pitch. And finally, the soft close, which is super low friction and removes all the pressure. Then we have component 3, LinkedIn outreach. Why LinkedIn? Well, it's the one place where decision makers actually expect to have business conversations. The system targets these folks in parallel with your email campaigns. So imagine a prospect gets a great email from you, and then a tailored LinkedIn connection request. It creates this really powerful multi-channel familiarity. It feels like genuine follow-through, not just a random cold pitch. Component 4 is lead scoring and qualification. Because let's face it, not all prospects are created equal. This intelligent system watches everything. Email opens, link clicks, LinkedIn replies, website visits. It monitors all that engagement and automatically adapts, focusing your resources purely on the prospects who are actually ready to buy. Now, component 5 is an optional, highly premium upgrade, AI voice follow-up calls. Let me be very clear here. These are not annoying robocalls to cold lists. These are incredibly natural, conversational AI courtesy calls triggered exclusively for warm prospects. We're talking about people who already engaged with your emails or LinkedIn, but just haven't booked yet. The AI introduces itself, asks a quick qualifying question, answers basic questions, and can literally book the appointment right there on the call. And finally, component 6, smart appointment scheduling. This covers the critical last mile. It syncs right into your calendar, sends instant confirmations, and fires off reminders at 24 hours, 2 hours, and 30 minutes before the meeting to absolutely slash those annoying no-show rates. Plus, right before the call, your human sales team gets a full briefing document detailing the prospect's exact journey. They walk into the call completely prepared. Section 4. The unified pipeline effect. So all these components don't just act as isolated features. They form a single seamless journey. Think about it. First, AI researches the prospect. Second, multi-channel outreach kicks off. Third, their engagement is scored. Fourth, the AI voice follows up if needed. 5th, the appointment is perfectly booked. And step 6, your salesperson steps in to talk to someone who is fully pre-qualified and pre-warmed. It's a beautifully unified machine. Section 5, outcomes and system comparisons. When B2B decision makers look at the actual data, this number really jumps off the page, 500%. Clients see a massive 500% increase in qualified leads compared to manual methods. Why? Because the system simply operates at a sheer volume that humans literally cannot match. On top of that, they experience a 3 times higher conversion rate from prospect to booked meeting. Being present across multiple channels with that level of deep personalization just drives incredibly high response rates. Now, if you're in operations, you're gonna love this next stat. A 90% reduction in manual prospecting time. Your expensive elite sales team doesn't have to waste their day hunting for contact info anymore. They get to focus 100% of their energy doing what they do best, closing deals. And when clients opt for that AI voice component we talked about earlier, they see an impressive 30 to 50% boost in booked appointments, simply because some people might ignore a written message, but they are more than happy to engage in a quick, friendly phone conversation. Now, it's really important we make a quick distinction here. Stardigital offers another product called the Speed to Close system, which is built to fix your inbound process and convert existing leads you already have in your database. But this full lead qualification system, it proactively goes out and hunts net new prospects, building you a totally fresh pipeline from scratch. Section 6, claim your strategy call. Because this is a premium, custom-built pipeline, you don't just add it to a cart and check out. It starts with a free 30-minute strategy call. And hey, don't worry, this isn't a high-pressure pitch. The whole point is just to map out your ideal customer profile, figure out the best channels for your offer, and project some realistic pipeline volume to see if this is actually the right fit for your current stage of growth. So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to stop waiting and start hunting? If you are entirely over being at the mercy of algorithms and want a truly proactive, automated revenue machine, just head over to stardigital.solutions right now to book that free strategy call. Stop waiting around and start taking control of your sales pipeline. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and happy hunting.